I think one of the biggest losses in games today is the loss of GTA clones. The Driver series, for example. Watch Dogs has literally just been officially canned. Saints Row, it's not been that long since it was completely binned off. The Mafia series, I mean, it's trying. I enjoy it, but I want more of it. And the Just Cause series, I don't know how many of you remember this, but this was good fun. And realistically, I think there's a few reasons as to why these games have basically disappeared. And I do think it's a bit of an insult, kind of indirectly, to call them GTA clones, but just open world action games, they're just not the same anymore, or there's not really the same amount of them. So there's two ways the industry has seen to solve this. Number one is bigger games with fewer releases. We're seeing this basically in every single genre right now. I feel like we're never going to get a year again with a Need for Speed and a Forza and a, we're not going to get that ever again. Option number two is make smaller games. And I kind of am for that one. Say hello to one of the games I've got my eye on, and it is by Liquid Swords. This is Samson, and I am very, very excited. Just looking at the atmosphere of this game, if you've loved GTA 4, you're already getting your boxes ticked there a little bit. If you loved this genre of game and you wish to see more of it, this is one to watch. I'm going to talk about why and give you some details about why you should kind of give a damn about this, especially if you're kind of on my side where you're like, I kind of want to play more games. You see, the industry is kind of battling with a thing right now where revenue and spend is actually up, but at the same time, people are buying less games. How does that make sense? Microtransactions. They've dug themselves their own damn hole. But let's talk about Samson and what it has to offer. Clearly, you can see punching and driving. That's basically what we've got here. And I couldn't be more damn excited for this game because it really just points to so many different experiences and the best of some of those experiences combined. I think it shows how like deprived I am of this type of game, that this is genuinely the first thing I saw, maybe some of the pictures from the founder because he has been posting them, this very video, and the atmosphere, that alone sold me. Look, back in the day, we had so many games that had some really just unique open world, like Infamous comes to mind. Never mind like the GTA clones. But seeing this world, this atmosphere, as you're being told that every other game is basically not gonna exist anymore, how can you not look at this and be like, damn, I'm feeling GTA 4 here. Right, anyway, this is kind of the most important bit. So as I mentioned, the situation with the industry is that there's basically too many games that are asking for more and more money, right? They're being squeezed. So people are now being a bit more selective. What have I told you? This Samson game is coming out early 2026. Okay, very cool. For $24.99. What do you mean? The reason I'm most invested in this game, clearly the price. Like, let's be real. This could be a 4-hour experience and I would be satisfied. That's kind of the point here. But at the same time, with this gameplay, the whole intent is that it is going to be brutal. You're like essentially a debt collector. There's police chases. Your cars can fall apart. It's got car combat. It's rugged. It's raw. It's not the best and most amazing looking game I've ever seen in my life. But that doesn't matter. The games that are small on the smaller side recently have been kind of the ones that I'm most interested in. Obviously, I'm a big driver guy. Obviously, I'm big into the Saints Row 2 grittiness that has just completely gone from games. And clearly, the idea is you're going to be taking people out. This is, again, early footage, but the fact is it's coming out super soon. So this is probably what it's going to be like, but it's $25. I'm excited. I think it matches what has been missing from the world in its current state of the gaming sphere. I'm not going to show it all. You can actually go and watch this full deep dive yourself. They give a little bit more about the game and how the physics and the systems work. But just looking at how this game feels, it kind of reminds me again of that PS3 era that I've been missing, where you got this really gem of a game for like 30 quid. And you were like, damn, that's such a smaller, like, memorable experience that you just take it and you just keep it in your brain. You're like, how How do people not play this? So one of the other reasons I'm excited for this game is that I'm playing Just Cause 4 right here. In case you don't know, this is actually the last Just Cause. Not so exciting. To be fair, I don't think I actually played this one. I'm sorry, everyone. But, get out of the way. One of the co-creators of Just Cause is actually working on the Samson game. And that kind of rings true to like what's in my brain about Need for Speed. I think, and it's pretty clear with how Battlefield versus Call of Duty went most recently, the games that just went crazy extreme are now realizing that they should probably hone in and be a little bit more granular, more real, more grounded. Clearly, Saints Row recently went the complete opposite way, and well, that didn't work out very well for them, unfortunately. Even though the option was on the table, it was seen with rumors that it could have actually been more aligned with, well, what people were expecting from Saints Row. But I still think it might have been over the top if they went with the same characters, and they'd ruin that storyline. So, you know, that's why I'm a little bit more lenient on it. And if you've never played Just Cause before, clearly the driving, not bad, pretty simplistic, but the amount of things you could do in this game, oh my god, are absolutely mental and over the top. The thing is, though, you've been doing this for 4 games if you've been playing the series. I remember actually Just Cause 2 was one of those games that I picked up. I meant to tie the 2 cars together. I think I picked up Just Cause 2 for literally like £20. It was even probably 2 for £20. I bought them on like a little sale, and it went from being one of those games. It's a little jank. The story, absolute garbage. You know me, I like my story, but at the same rate, I didn't actually care. I didn't care much because you could just do stuff like this. And they tried so hard to make people interested in the story, but the first game, they uttered and muttered so much that you couldn't even tell what the hell they were saying. But Nate, this game is so much fun as like a sandbox experience. Let there be explosions. Thank you so much. Anyway, with the amount of games that have maybe been a little over the top, a little bit too ridiculous, and now kind of going for that more grounded experience. Oh my god, I never got to play the multiplayer mod for this. It's something I definitely wanted to try. And also the scope of games just getting way too out of hand to the point where everyone essentially needs to be a GTA or fails. I think this is a game to kind of keep an eye on, in that it's on a smaller scale and it's accepting of that, price-wise and format-wise and gameplay-wise. It's grounded, it's gritty, it's real, it's got the cop chases, it's dirty, it's aggressive, and I just ultimately think right now that is something we need more than ever, more than just crazy over-the-top everything. We've got everything games. Now I want games to start doing things specifically well, and I definitely can't be the only one that's thinking this right now. There's no way. I'm kind of curious how Tokyo Extreme Race is going to do on PlayStation. And now it's coming to console. I'm genuinely curious. I'm going to definitely be keeping an eye on that because, as I say, that is something that I very much wish to do well. Who's being pulled? Way! What if I, like, put him in the tree? Does that work? Yeah! I need to play this game more. I really enjoyed Just Cause 2, but I feel like the story and the third one, on all of them, has never been very good. Mate, even the helicopter. Let's take the helicopter. Can I attach it to the helicopter? Yes! Oh no, they're after me. Stop it! I'm sorry, just trying to have a little bit of fun. Of course, I hate to link every single game to Need for Speed, but like cop chases in this game is what I want. We've got the destruction where things just kind of go flying. You can actually pummel people through things and everything. I think it's one to watch in the future. And being an IP that's starting out as saying, look, we're going a little bit cheaper. And the price point is just so right for that. Like, I just remember back in the day buying so many like little PSN games that were just like dedicated experiences to doing something small. And some of those are honestly some of the most memorable games that I have actually ever played, to the point where when I'm talking about emulation, the first thing that comes to my mind is PS3. Anyway, Samson, everybody. Let me know if this is something that you're interested in and you actually want to see. I kind of want to make some content on it when it actually comes out, because it's just the type of game that I'm genuinely interested in to a high level. Anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.